What's up, guys? It's the boy who had 7 on my way to Houston, Texas. Driving here on the road. So I'm going to show you a little bit of this trip. Hope you guys enjoy it, and we'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks for joining me for another video. This one's pretty cool because I just recently went out of town. I took a little road trip. I got some pretty interesting things. I picked up some comics, some pops, some figures and other stuff that I want to share with you guys now. So first of all, I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. That number has been going up, and I want to thank you guys for being a part of the channel and supporting me. I also want to say, if you're watching this and you have not subscribed to the channel, think about doing that now. I'd love to have you as part of the boy who had 7. So my oldest son is in the theater program at his high school, and he loves acting. I think he's a natural, and I'm so proud every time I watch him. It's pretty amazing. So there was a Renaissance fair that they were going to go compete at, and he just got into theater this year. He tried out for a couple plays. His teacher thought he was really good at what he does, so he invited him to be a part of this. He jumped onto it, and they had to go up to Houston to participate in this Renaissance fair. Now, I've never been to a Renaissance fair. I do love Shakespeare. I do love poetry. I do love writing. I mean, like, again, most of you guys know I went to school to be a writer. So I love that type of world, but I had never gone to a Renaissance fair, and boy, did it blow me away, guys. It was like the atmosphere was like Disneyland. Shops everywhere, rides all over the place, thousands of people. So, I mean, it was just amazing. Anyway, we went up there to Houston. On my way, I decided to go by myself so I could make this a YouTube comic book hunt / chaperone trip with my son. So I dropped him off at school early in the morning. I took off and I went to San Antonio. And I got to San Antonio. I stopped there and I stopped at a couple comic book shops, check out those places. And then I drove all the way up to Houston. I got there. I still beat them to Houston, and I checked out a couple other comic shops. And right now I'm going to show you what I found in Houston the first day I was there. Really cool. I love this cover, guys. It's Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It's an Adam Hughes cover. You can see I got it for $3.99. But I know this is the trade, so it's not very expensive. I could have gotten it online, but it was there in front of me. It's in beautiful condition, and I thought this is something I'd really love to have as part of my personal collection. So I picked up this beautiful Adam Hughes variant. I'm sorry, this beautiful Adam Hughes book, and I'm happy to have that. So that's cool. Also, I went to another shop, and I found X-Men Annual number 14 for 20 bucks. It's in really, really nice shape. Really nice shape. And this is the first cameo appearance of Gambit. There's been a little bit of a push here on YouTube and other places where they're trying to make this book the first appearance of Gambit. I didn't have it in my collection, so I thought I'd get it. I definitely have a couple Uncanny X-Men 266, but I thought this was one I needed to add to the collection. I also haven't read this one, so I need to read it. So I picked those up first day in Houston. Next day, I spent all day with the kids, or most of the day with the kids. We went to the fair. I'm going to throw some pictures in here, maybe even some video, so you guys can see what the fair looked like, but it was pretty awesome.
What's up to Mom?
Hey, Mom.
Hi, ladies.
I found this shop called Asgardian Armory. I stopped in there. I thought it was really neat. I found this, guys, and this is one of my favorite things I picked up at the Renaissance Fair. And this is Mjolnir right here. Check that out. Isn't that awesome? Yes, it is a foam. So pretty cool. I'm just going to put it down somewhere here in my office and just have it there. I definitely am worthy. No, I thought that was pretty awesome. And I picked up a whole bunch of swords and other weapons for cosplay and for messing around with my kids. So I thought I'd share this with you guys. This is one of my favorite pickups while I was there. Kids competed, they did amazing. Was really proud of them. At the end of the day, they went to eat pizza. Now, fun fact about the boy who had 7, I don't like pizza. I've hated it since I was a kid. I know you're probably screaming like, what the heck? I'm not a pizza fan. If I didn't have to eat it for the rest of my life, I would be happy. So, very rare, I know, but that's me. So they all went to this huge pizza place where there's laser tag and all kind of stuff after they competed. I decided to go hunting, and I found some books that I'm absolutely in love with. So I started going all around Houston, and literally, guys, there's probably like 20 comic book shops in that whole area, and I was able to hit up about 10 of them total. I found some of these amazing Spider-Man variants, and I've been wanting them for a while. I used to have them, got rid of them in my mystery boxes, but this is the New Ways to Die, and these are all of the variants. So here's this one here. This book, you guys know this one. I think it's Adi Granov. I think I'm right. This is a variant, and this is the first appearance of Anti-Venom. This is probably the weakest, in my opinion, picture in the lot. Just looks too computerized to me. But poor Peter, man, he looks beat up. This is the book that I love. Probably want to get this one slabbed. Look at this beautiful Anti-Venom cover. Holy cow. He looks scary as can be and amazing. It's probably one of my favorite covers of all time. Then we got Bullseye right here. And to finish it off, Bullseye looks creepy there as well. This issue right here. So there it is, guys. That was my first pickup of the day. Or my last pickup of the day. I also found a couple pops at some different shops. Those were the last comics I got. But as I went to some other shops, I'll show you guys here. I picked up this Vegeta. You guys know Vegeta is my favorite fictional character ever. I love him. He is awesome. So I picked this up, and all I needed to do was find the Goku. At that same shop, I saw this, and I've been seeing it for a while, guys. This is a classic Iron Man statue. I've got my Avengers all behind me assembling, and I thought I should throw this one in there. So I found this. The guy had it priced at 50 bucks. I asked him for a huge discount. He went with it, and so I got this at a really good price. Really, really happy to get this. So there he is, Iron Man, right there. So I picked that up at a different shop. That was the end of that day. On day 3, I went to some more comic shops, and really cool about day 3 is I got to go and head over to R&R Comics, which is owned by my fellow YouTubers Manny and Chino Comics. And so I went over to their shop, checked some of their stuff out, and I was really happy. I picked up a whole bunch of facsimile copies of things I hadn't read before. And like I've told you guys, Timmy, my son, he likes to collect comics too. So I bought those for him so I can show them a little support. And because I had the Vegeta, I had to pick up the Goku. And so I picked this up from Manny and Chino as well. So I got my little Goku there. And this is these poses that they have are the scene where they first meet for the first time and they're gonna fight. And so I had to get both of these. I'm gonna pull these out for sure and display them getting ready to battle. So it was really nice meeting Manny and Chino. They were at work, and luckily we were able to meet up. Manny hung out with me for a while. Chino had a run, but it was really good to meet both of them, to see their shop, to be able to just be excited for my fellow YouTubers and friends that have their own comic shop and are trying to make that work. And it looked really cool, and it was great. So I'm happy for them. Congrats on your business, guys. So that was the end of day 3. Day 4, we were finished. I decided to have my son stay with me instead of head back on the buses with the school, and we were going to go on a little trip. We decided on our way back to stop in Austin, or in the outskirts of Austin and in Austin, and we met up with another YouTuber, Spidey fan, or you guys might know him on Instagram as the Qbert. We met up, had some sushi at a hot spot, and then he took me over to Austin City Comics, and I got some really, really good pickups. So I'm going to show you guys what I got. This is X-Men number 20, and I'm showing these all week on Instagram. I'm really proud of them. I'd like to collect all of the ASM run and a lot of X-Men books. So this started filling in some of the stuff I don't have. This is beautiful. The colors on this thing, when I picked it up and looked at it, this is the second appearance of the Lizard, Dr. Connors, and I'm just like blown away with how beautiful this copy was. So I had to pick this one up. There's so many I had to leave. I had a budget. Here's another ASM book, another awesome villain, and these two go together. So I picked both of these up at a really good price. And then this is one of my favorite covers. I think it's just cool. Full Face Friday. You guys will see this on Instagram. But check out this picture right here of Dr. Octopus. So cool. I just love that full face cover. I think it's awesome. And this is one that I didn't have. And then last but not least, this is one of my all-time favorite covers. I showed this on Instagram yesterday. But this is Amazing Spider-Man number 67. And those are Mysterio's hands. This is so good. 66 is, I have it. I should have pulled it out and shown you guys. But this is just one of my all-time favorite covers. I love the green. I love that Mysterio is already messing with Spidey. His hands look all huge. I just think this is a beautifully drawn cover. This is John Romita Sr. So really happy about this pickup. All right, so those are the books I was able to get at Austin City Comics, and really happy about that. So I just love that I was able to find a little bit of everything. I stopped in a bunch of shops and grabbed something here and there to support all the shops there. Was happy to even find Mjolnir at the Renaissance Fair. Best time was spending with my son and watching him perform. That was pretty awesome. But last but not least, guys, I was left with an epic A-OK from DeCubert. And so I want to share that with you guys now. What's really cool about him is that we had been messaging each other for a while. I told people I was heading to Austin. He's like, dude, if you can stop in here, to Houston. And he's like, if you can stop in Austin, we'll hang out. So I did, and he knows that I'm a Captain America fan, and he knows some of the books that I've been hunting, and he hooked me up, guys. So I want to say a huge thank you to you, Spidey fan. Thanks, brother. I really appreciate that. He gave me a Captain America number 7, and the reason, the reason he went with this is a Jim Lee cover, and he knows Jim Lee is my favorite artist because I grew up in the 90s collecting Jim Lee X-Men stuff, and so he knows I love Captain America, and he knows I love Jim Lee, and so he tailored this A-OK to me. Really, really cool. He kept the theme going, gave me an Alex Ross Captain America cover, and this is an homage to Tales of Suspense 39, right? Next, this is Captain America 1. This one's really cool too because this has to do with two of my favorite artists, which are Ron Lim and Jim Lee. Ron Lim is one of my favorite artists because of his Silver Surfer Infinity Gauntlet work, and like I said already, Jim Lee. So here's another Captain America book. Really, really cool. And so what I do is I put on the back Captain America, the number, the date I got it, and it was an A-OK from DeCubert. So super happy about that. And then he gave me a slab, and I'm trying to think, I don't think I've ever got an A-OK slab, so this is big time. This is a signature series CBCS. It is signed by Joe Madureira, and it's a Captain America book, and I just thought it was so cool that he hooked me up with a slab signed right here. You guys can see it. See that? And just so cool. So there it is, my DeCubert A-OK. And last but not least, I had been hunting Joker Year 1, and I'd seen it. I'd been on eBay, and I'm like, I don't know if I want it or not. I really like it, but maybe I don't. So I knew he had one. I'm like, hey, I want to see it in person. Can you bring it? Because I'd like to see if it's really something I want. Well, he ended up bringing it, and I think because of my reaction, thinking that he brought it to give to me, he ended up feeling obligated to hand it over to me. So he did, and I felt so horrible. I was like, no, you can't give me this. He's like, no, I really did bring it for you, man. So there is Joker Year of the Villain number 1. But that is a sick jock cover. This is amazing. I was after this book, and now I have it. And these books will stay in my PC forever. There it is with my little DeCubert tabs. So DeCubert, thanks man, appreciate you. It's awesome, 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 awesome. And so driving up to Houston and driving back, I listened to Harry Potter, so you can't beat that. I was super happy about that. And that's it, guys. I mean, what a trip. What an eventful time with my son. I was able to stop in, I think, I probably stopped in about 13 different comic shops together in San Antonio, in Houston, and all the outlining areas in Austin. And I met 3 comic book YouTubers, found some great stuff at great price, and I'm really happy. So that was my journey, guys. Thanks for joining me for this video. I appreciate you watching. If there's anything you see that you like, let me know. But again, Manny, Chino, it was great to meet you. Continued luck with your guys' business. Q, thanks for all that you did, man. I love that you took me over to Austin City Comics and showed me around that place. And for you guys watching, thanks always for supporting the channel. Thanks for being a part of it. And look forward to some more fun stuff coming up. So as always, I'll talk to you later. Mischief managed.